I feel privileged to welcome you all on behalf of Organizing Committee of Suguna College of Arts and Science. I welcome you all for the day National Level FDP on Mathematical Modeling for Business Analytics.
Morning.
Good morning. Prayer should always be one first response to every situation. Let us do our prayer.
आरंभं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा.
Education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. Education is the most powerful weapon we can use to change the world. Now, the person who has consumed himself to change the society and light the darkness in the life of students, the principal of Suguna College of Arts and Science, Dr. R. Rajkumar, is requested to give welcome address.
A very good morning to all. Respected Secretary of our institution, Dr. Srikanth, Director Dr. Sekhar, my dear faculties and the participants and students. A very warm good morning to all. Today it's going to be a wonderful and useful session for all the participants who have been taking part in this from various institutions who have joined this session. The topic is on wide and it's a trending one, business analytics. We have two experts today. One, Mr. Professor Thangavelu from Adityanar College of Arts and Science. On behalf of institution and me, I welcome you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
And we have one more expert, Mr. PANCHATCHARAM MARIAPPAN from IIT Tirupati. I welcome you, sir. And the session is today about the business analytics. We all know in general business analytics, it's an upcoming and trending sector nowadays for all the corporate companies. Analytics is nothing but it's an investigation of data. The past performance of the companies. The investigation needs some statistical and mathematical background. Only then we can have a business analytics, which will be helpful for the corporate companies to make various decisions. So it is a needed topic, and the topic will be discussed in detail by the two professors, eminent persons today we are having. I also congratulate the department for organizing this wonderful seminar, which is going to be useful for all the participants and for our students. So with this, once again, I welcome all the dignitaries for this session. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. If your action inspires others to dream more, learn more, and do more, become more, you are a leader. Let's welcome one of our leader, our Secretary, Dr. Srikanth, sir, to deliver his presidential address.
सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Let me at the outset thank our director, Dr. V. Shekhar, for having given me this opportunity to participate in this program and over this. I'm extremely thankful to our President, Dr. Rajkumar, also for taking active part and ensuring that everything goes well. Our special welcome note, and of course, thanks also to Professor Thangavelu and Professor Pancharatnam. Panchatcharam, I'm sorry, for being here and enlivening the program. I must congratulate our Kritika and others from the management program, from the mathematics faculties, who have brought this up together and made the day a kind of a useful thing from the normal routine. As our principal said, business analytics is one of the trending topics today, especially in the corporate field. And once a person has a grip over the happenings around in an analytic form, he comes to have command over what is happening around him. Until then, we are only bystanders. We only watch, we are only observers. It is only when we have a perfect analysis of what is happening around us that we get an abiding mind into accepting what's existing. And then we go one step further to improve what is happening and to make it tailor-made to our needs, to suit our needs. So that way, this topic is a very trending topic, as our principal rightly said. And I'm very sure that many such programs will go to enhance the value of the college, value of the education we impart in the college, and it will be a very useful thing for our student community as well as for our faculties. My best wishes for the program success. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Accomplishment will prove to be a journey, not a destination. Let's start our journey with our director, sir, Dr. Shekhar's felicitations address.
Good morning to all. Honorable Chairman, Shri V. Lakshmi Narayana Swami, sir. Honorable President, Madam Mrs. Suguna ji. Honorable Secretary, sir, Dr. Srikant Kannan. My beloved Principal, Dr. Rajkumar. The most esteemed Chief Guest, Mr. Thangavelu, ex-Colony University Professor, and presently Ayutthaya College. The also most esteemed Chief Guest, Mr. Panchatcharam, Mariappan from IIT Tirupati. Dear faculty members, Kritika, Department of Mathematics, Saranya, and other members. We are very thankful to them because they have arranged such a wonderful national level webinar on Saturday, which will be highly useful for 2 sessions, morning and evening. We are conducting national level webinar, which will be joined by many people. And we already have registration of more than 200 people with us. This program is going to help our faculty members to develop their skills on this trending topic of business analytics. It is useful in many ways. This mathematical modeling on business analytics is a highly taught subject, and everybody will learn from this experts from Colony University and from IIT Madras professors in a good manner. I wish this program a grand success. I wish all faculty members who are joining them will benefit out of this excellent teaching of these 2 experts who will be with us. A sincere thanks to both of them who have taken time to join with us. It's a great honor for the Suguna College of Arts and Science to have you with you, sir. And also thank all the faculty members who have joined in this webinar. We have to conduct similar programs such programs so that it will be useful for our faculties. Also useful for our NAC accreditation and other areas. I wish Kritika and Saranya and other team a grand success for conducting this wonderful program. My sincere thanks to other faculty members who joined in this program. I wish them all success. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. It's an important to be a person of honor than a person of wealth. I take this opportunity to introduce our guest of honor, Dr. P. Thangavelu, Professor of Mathematics, Karunya Deemed University and Adityanar College, Tamil Nadu. He has completed PhD in Mathematics with a specialization in Topology under Alagappa University in the year 2003. He was a former professor and HOD Mathematics in Karunya Deemed University and former associate professor of mathematics in Adityanar College of Arts and Science, Tamil Nadu. He has 30 years of administration and academic experience. He has handled on numerical ability and logical reasoning for all the competitive exams. He is also a resource person for Madurai Kamaraj University, Manonmaniam Sundaranar University, Annamalai University, and Tamil Nadu Open University. He has guided 28 PhD scholars and 57 MPhil scholars, and he has more than 135 publications. He was the chairman of Board of Studies in PG Mathematics, Manonmaniam Sundaranar University, and he was a member of Staff Council, Adityanar College, and he was a member of Mathematics Board of Studies, CMS College of Science, Coimbatore. And also he is a life member of Indian Mathematical Society, Kerala Mathematical Association, and Tamil Nadu Mathematical Society. And also a executive committee member of Indian Academy of Mathematics, Indore, and life member of Indian Academy of Mathematics, Indore. Welcome you, sir.
What next?
Let's welcome our guest of honor, Dr. P. Thangavelu, to give special address.
Good morning to all.
Good morning,
First
sir.
of all, are you able to hear?
Yes, sir.
Good morning. Good morning. First of all, I wish to thank Secretary, Principal, Director, and Chairman of Suguna College of Arts and Science for providing this opportunity to meet you all. Then I thank my fellow participant of Panchatcharam Mariappan for giving talk in the next session. I also thank the organizers for inviting me to present my talk in this conference. I also thank the interested participants. As the principal, secretary, and the director rightly told that the mathematics and statistics play a dominant role in business analytics. That is why most of the universities, they are offering business mathematics program in BA Economics, BCom, and BBA courses. And even PG courses also, they introduce business mathematics. So, I am going to talk on, are you able to see my slides? It is okay?
No, sir.
Share பண்ணுப்பா. Okay. Mathematics of finance. Are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Mathematics of finance is a part of the syllabus in business mathematics. In Chartered accountant program also, CA program also, in the foundation course, they offer mathematics and business mathematics and business statistics. In that syllabus, mathematics of finance is part of the syllabus. So in my talk, the objective is, after this presentation, you will be able to understand the concept of interest computation techniques, compound interest and computation techniques, the concepts of annuity, discount, depreciation, the concepts of future value and present value of money, the calculation of EMI for housing loans. This is the part of the syllabus in business mathematics. So, going to the model, what is meant to be a model? A model is a sequence or set of descriptions, procedures, techniques, or tools to find a solution for a problem or to implement a task. There are two types of problems: technical, non-technical. The human powers machines are involved in technical problems. The human brain and software techniques are employed in non-technical problems. Modeling is the description of quantitative and qualitative analysis to solve problems in nature. By a quantity, we mean the quantity may be variable or constant. A variable is a quantity which changes as time changes. Constant is a quantity which remains constant as time changes. It remains unchanged. What is a quality? The concept of quality is vague, imprecise. In fact, in mathematical terms, it is a fuzzy concept. Fuzzy concept. That is, the presentation is good, the presentation is bad. The good, bad is a fuzzy concept. The mathematical expressions, equations, inequations are involved in framing mathematical models to solve a problem. Mathematical modeling is the process of developing a mathematical model to solve some problems in natural sciences, engineering disciplines, and social sciences. There is a sequence of modeling processing, and the model should be framed according to this sequence. First of all, we have to make clear-cut assumptions for the given problem. So everything depends upon the assumptions. We have to frame the problem based on the assumptions. So the first is make assumptions. Based on the assumptions, we have to do some mathematical calculations. The mathematical calculations involve expressions, equations, inequations, etc. Based on the mathematical calculations, we have to derive some results. Then we have to give interpretation on the basis of results. There are many interpretations. We have to select appropriate interpretation for concluding the outcome of the model. My talk is restricted to have a discussion on mathematical models for business-like problems, in particular to finance investment problems. The following are the basic terms that are related to finance. Parameters for finance model. Everybody knows what is a principal. Principal is the initial value of lending or borrowing. Interest is the price paid by a borrower for the use of lender's money. If you borrow money from a financier or bank, you would pay more money than your initial borrowing. If you lend money to a person for a particular period, you would receive more money than your initial lending. The excess money paid or received is called the interest. What is the rate of interest? The rate at which The interest is charged for a defined length of time for use of principal. Rate of interest is usually expressed as percentages. The interest may be calculated annually, semi-annually, quarterly, monthly, weekly, or daily, depending upon the banker's conditions. Accumulated amount. It is the final value of an investment and is the sum of principal and interest end. The first model, usually any new thing should be studied from the known things. Everybody knows about simple interest. So we start from simple interest. Simple interest is a method to calculate the amount of interest charged on a sum at a given rate for a given period of time. In simple interest, principal remains the same. It is a quick and easy method to calculate interest on the money. Simple interest is the interest computed on the principal for the entire period of borrowing. It is calculated on the outstanding principal balance and not on the interest previously earned. It means no interest is paid on interest earned during the term of loan. These are the parameters, usually P principal or rate of interest. For the calculations, it should be written in decimals. T, the investment period, normally in years. A, amount received after the period in T years. At any time T, future amount equal to present amount plus change. The change may be interest. The formula for simple interest is PRT. So if we write PRT, it means that P into R into T. That is P times R times T. So that is the meaning. Whenever we write PRT as an expression, it means P into R into T. Amount A equal to P plus PRT, taking P common, P into 1 plus RT. This is the principle to find the accumulated amount or future amount in T years. So this is a simple example for calculating simple interest in various periods. An amount of rupees 1,500 is borrowed at 4.5 interest per year, simple interest. We have to find the future value after 2 years, 4 months, 180 days. Here the model is A equal to P into 1 plus RT. In this model, we have to calculate A. P is given, R is given, T is given. P equal to 1,500, R equal to 4.5%. In decimals, in order to convert percentage into decimals, we have to divide the percentage by 100. So 4.5 by 100 equal to 0.04 by. This is the interest rate. After 2 years, T equal to 2. Applying the formula, the amount at the end of second year is 1,635. After 4 months, here the month is given. We have to convert the month into years. For that, we have to divide the month by 12. 4 by 12 years equal to 1 by 3. So here T is equal to 1 by 3. Applying the formula, we have the amount A, 1,522 and by say 50. After 180 days, okay, here T equal to 180 days. When converting into years, we have to divide this by 365. But we have to divide this by 365 for the normal year. For the leap year, we have to divide this by 366. So the care should be taken while converting the days into years. So 180 by 365 equal to 0.4931506849 years. Using T equal to this much years, the amount at the end of 180 days is 1,533.29 paise. So you find the differences in calculations. than model for compound interest. If the principal remains the same for the entire period, hello, hello, hello,
Yes, sir.
shall I continue?
Yes, you can continue, sir.
If the principal remains the same for the entire period, then the interest is called simple interest. But in practice, banks, insurance corporations, money lending and depositing companies use different method to calculate interest for the investment period. If the interest previously earned also earns interest, then the interest is compound interest. Compound interest has been widely used. In this model, the following parameters are used as in the case of the simple interest. P the investment amount, T the investment period in years, or the annual interest rate in decimals. Here, one more concept we must know. Conversion period. What is the conversion period? Conversion period is the time interval at the end of which the interest accrued is added to the principal. The time interval may be 1 day, 1 month, 1 week, uh, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. So that is the conversion period. K is the number of times in a year the interest is compounded. For example, if the interest is compounded once in 3 months, K equal to 4. N is equal to the number of conversion periods of the investment period. The formula is N is equal to KT, that is K times the years. A equal to the amount received after the investment period. The formula for calculating the amount for the conversion period N is, note that N is not the year, N is the number of conversion period. A is equal to P into 1 plus R by N, sorry, P equal to 1 plus R by K whole power N. This is the formula to find the amount at the end of the N compounded periods. This table gives the idea about K and N. If the interest is compounded annually, K equal to 1, N equal to T. If the interest is compounded semi-annually, K equal to 2, N equal to 2T. Quarterly, K equal to 4, N equal to 4T. Monthly, K equal to 12, N equal to 12T. Weekly, there are 52 weeks in a year, we assume. So K equal to 52, N equal to 52T. If the interest is added daily, for normal year, 365 days, so K equal to 365, N is equal to 365T. This is the difference between compound interest and the simple interest models. Number one, interest in the case of compound interest, interest is calculated at the end of each conversion period. In the case of simple interest, interest is calculated at the end of the investment period. So that is the main difference. Number two, in the case of compound interest, interest is added to the principal and the sum is the principal for the next conversion period. In the case of the simple interest, principal remains the same for the entire investment period. 3. In the case of compound interest, amounts of interest are different for different spans of time. The interest remains the same for every span of time. For compound interest, the formula for the accumulated amount is P into 1 plus R by K whole power N. For simple interest, A is equal to P into 1 plus R by, so 1 plus RT. This is the remark. Compound interest normally more than simple interest for a given principal, given rate and given period. This is a simple example for finding the future value of 1500 after 2 years at 4.5% annual interest compounded annually, semi-annually, quarterly, monthly, weekly, daily. This is a simple illustration for the model given above. Solution for the above model. In this problem, PC equal to 1500, RC equal to 0.045. When the interest is annually compounded, K equal to 1, N equal to, applying the formula, so the amount is computed. When the interest is semi-annually compounded, K equal to, N equal to 4, applying the formula. Here, we have to find the power, power of 1.0225. If you have the power table, you can straight away use that power table. Otherwise, you simply calculate like this, 1.0225 into 1.0225, etc. Using the calculator, you have the simplifications. Suppose the interest is compounded quarterly, K equal to 4, N is equal to 8. So applying this technique, here we have 8. If we use calculator, so you can split the power 8 into 4 times 2. So 1.01125 power 4 whole square. You can apply this, then you can simplify. Suppose the interest is compounded monthly, K equal to 12, N equal to 24. So here we have the power is 24. You can split the power into 2. 4 times 6. So first calculate up to 4, then up to 6. Suppose the interest is compounded weekly. Here the number of years is 2. So 2 into 52 is equal to 104. Here the power is 104. You can split the 104 into 8 into 13. Okay. First you calculate up to 18. In order to calculate the power up to 13, you can split 13 into 12 plus 1. So first find the power up to 12, then simplify. Suppose the interest is compounded daily. Okay. So for that, N is equal to 730 compound periods. For that, you can factorize 730 like this, 73 into 5 into 2. So using the power table in the clocks tables, you can calculate this, or you can use the calculators. This is the important principle in finance. Continuous compounding. First we have seen simple interest, then compound interest. In the compound interest, the interest is computed or compounded weekly, monthly, quarterly. Here, continuous compounding. So continuous compounding means at 10:30 is added to the principal. Then after 1 hour or 10 minutes, again the interest is calculated, it is added to the principal. Such a type of compounding is called continuous compounding. That is, interest is computed instantaneously. Continuous compounding is the mathematical limit. So because of that technique, we are using the mathematical limit. Continuous compounding is the mathematical limit that compound interest can reach if it is calculated and reinvested into accounts balance over a theoretically infinite number of periods. You should understand the word theoretically infinite number of words. So theoretically infinite number of words. Okay. Even though this is not possible in practice, but this is not possible. We cannot compute interest instantaneously. Okay. But there should be a formula for this. Even though this is not possible in practice, the concept of continuous compounding interest is important in finance. It is clear that for the fixed rate of interest, the investment grows as the number of interest definitely. Okay, for periods increases when the interest is calculated semi-annually and quarterly. For semi-annually, K equal to 2. For quarterly, K equal to 4. Like that increases. Okay. Therefore, when R is fixed and K varies infinitely, indefinitely. Okay, K varies indefinitely. Current value grows in proportion to its current value. This type of investment is called the investment with continuous compounding. Okay, this type of investment is called the investment with continuous compounding. For continuous compounding, the formula to estimate the future value after 2 years is given in the next slide. For continuous compounding, the formula to estimate the future value after 2 years is given in the next slide. Infinity. Okay, when k turns infinity, there is a standard theorem in mathematical analysis. This limit equal to e power rt 1 plus r by k whole power n. This limit is equal to e power rt. This is the standard result in mathematical analysis. That is why I call this as a mathematical limit. So a equal to p into e power rt. This is the formula to find the amount accrued at the end of the 3 years when the interest is continuously compounding. Here, one parameter we are using, E. What is E? This E is called Euler's constant. Its approximate value is 2.71828. In logarithmic table, in most of the mathematical tables, you are able to find the powers of E, E square, E cube, E power 0.1, etc. E power x for any x, you are able to find the value of e power x in the table. Using that table, you can calculate the amount A. This is a simple example to calculate the amount under the scheme compounded continuously. Rupees 10,000 was invested at 5% per year compounded continuously. What is the value after 2 years? We compare this result to daily compounding after 2 years. For the continuous compounding, the formula is A equal to P into e power RT. Here, R equal to 5%, so 0.05. T equal to 2 years. So RT is equal to 0.05 into 2 equal to 0.1. So A equal to P into e power RT equal to 10,000 into e power 0.01. From the mathematical tables, we can find the value of e power 0.1. Substituting the value, after simplification, you will get 11,051 by say 70. So this is the amount got at the end of 2 years when the interest is compounded continuously. Okay, when the interest is compounded daily, k equal to 365, n equal to 730. After calculations, the amount is 11,036 and by say 50. What is the difference? There we have 51.70. Here we have 36.70. Okay, so this is the difference. Thus, future amount received under continuous compounding is greater than the amount received under monthly compounding. This is the comparison table for um, the amounts received at the end of 2 years. We take P equal to 1000, T equal to 2 years. When the annual rate of interest 4% A is given, when the annual rate of interest 4.5% A is given, when the annual rate of interest 5% A is given. In the first column, the type of investment is given: simple interest, compounded annually, compounded semi-annually, compounded quarterly, compounded monthly. Okay. Now, we cannot have any idea about our investment about choosing the appropriate option. For a customer, in order to have the investment, finance investment, the appropriate choice must be taken. Whether the customer has to choose 4% or 4.5% or 5%, whether the customer has to choose the scheme compounded annually or semi-annually, quarterly or monthly, this is somewhat confusing because more or less they reflect the same amount. Okay, in order to have the proper decision making, take the proper decision, we have to convert the scheme into annual rate of interest. That is, there should be a common interest rate for each scheme. Based on the common interest, we can choose the option. For that, we have effective rate of interest. Okay, this rate of interest will be useful for the customer or banker to choose the appropriate scheme for the investment. Effective interest rate is the one which caters the compounding periods during a payment plan. It is used to compare the annual interest between loans with the different compounding periods. Okay, so the different compounding periods can be compared with the help of the effective rate of interest. In general, the nominal interest rate is less than the effective one. Effective interest rate depicts the true picture of a financial payments. The effective interest rate is always calculated as if compounded annually. It is also called annual percentage rate. Simply we write APR for the sake of notation. If the interest is compounded m times a year with R as the nominal rate of interest, then APR is given by the formula P into 1 plus R by M whole power MT. Okay, this is the formula to find P into 1 plus R by M whole power MT is the formula to find the amount at the end of the compounding periods MT. In the right side, P into 1 plus APR whole power T is the amount which is got at the end of T years with the simple interest rate APR. Okay, annual interest rate APR. So the right side we are using the simple interest formula. The left side we are using the compound interest formula. Okay, so after some simplification, we have 1 plus R by M whole power M equal to 1 plus APR. After some simplification, okay, that is not needed here. So that APR, annual percentage rate, equal to 1 plus R by M whole power M minus 1. This is the formula to find the annual percentage rate for any investment scheme. This formula depends upon M. What is M? Number of compound periods per year. What is our rate of interest? This formula is no way connected with the principal. So this formula depends upon these two parameters. Okay. So based on this APR, the customer can select the appropriate financial options for the investment. Models to calculate APR for different investment schemes. This table gives the formula to calculate APR, direct formula. If the interest is compounded annually, APR equal to R. For semi-annually, APR equal to 1 plus R by 2 whole square minus 1. For quarterly, APR equal to 1 plus R by 4 whole power 4 minus 1. For monthly, APR equal to 1 plus R by 12 whole power 12 minus 1. For weekly compounding, APR equal to 1 plus R by 52 whole power 52 minus 1. For daily, APR equal to 1 plus R by 365 whole power 365 minus 1. For continuously compounding, APR equal to e power R minus 1. You can straight away apply these formulas to find the APR value for the financial schemes. remark. Effective rate of interest is not related to the amount of principal, but related to the rate of interest and the frequency of compounding the interest. Okay. This is the simple example to calculate APR. We shall calculate APR for a 6.5% nominal interest rate, which is compounded quarterly and monthly. For quarterly, APR is equal to 1 plus R by 4 whole power 4 minus 1. After simplification, the APR is 6.66 percentage. For monthly, APR is equal to 1 plus R by 12 whole power 12 minus 697 percentage. Here we have 6.697%. That we have 6.66 percentage. So the investor has rightly chosen the second option for the investment. Investment options. This example give the idea about investment options. Which is better option for investment? 2.5% nominal interest rate, which is compounded monthly. 2.6% simple interest. That the interest rate is just 0.1, difference is 0.1. But which option is best? Okay, we have to select the appropriate formula. When the interest is compounded monthly, APR equal to this much, the percentage equal to 2.53%. This is the APR for the option 1. But for the simple interest, the option is 2.6. So 2.6 is larger than 2.53. Therefore, the investment with the simple interest at 2.6% is better for the investor. Credit plans. Many corporate companies use these credit plans. They give machines, two-wheeler, car, housekeeping materials, namely washing machine, etc., on credit basis. Okay, they collect the amount periodically. Okay, once in months, once in 2 months. Such a plan is called a credit plan. You are offered a power credit plans. The company X offers an interest of 9.8% annual interest compounded monthly for the amount borrowed under the credit plan. Okay, and the company Y offers 10% compounded quarterly. Which company is better? Okay, the customer has to choose which company for the credit plan or for purchasing household properties. Okay, the solution is APR given by company X is equal to 1 plus R by 12 whole power 12 minus 1. Here, in this company gives 10.25%, 25% APR. Okay, the company Y, APR given by company Y. Here the scheme is the interest is compounded quarterly. So 1 plus R by 4 whole power 4. The interest rate is also changing. So it is 10.38%. In the credit plan, we are paying back the money. Okay, in the credit plan, we are paying back the money. So we have to choose the company having smaller APR. Therefore, the customer will choose the company X as 10.25 is less than 10.38. So this credit plan is this APR is used to select the appropriate company for the purchase. APR for continuous compounding. How to calculate APR for continuous compounding? If the money is deposited at 7.5% per year with continuous compounding, APR is equal to, the formula is e power R minus 1. Here R equal to 0.075. Using the table, we can find the values. So the answer is 7.79%. Uh, the next topic is discounts. Usually, people receive certain amount from the financer. The financer give the amount less than the demand. For example, if the customer demands 10,000 rupees from the financier will give only 9,000 rupees. But the financier will collect 10,000 rupees over a period. The amount 1,000 is called the discount. Okay, discount. So it is a common business procedure for a lender to deduct the interest due in advance. The procedure is called the discounting, and the money deducted in advance by the borrower is called proceeds. In corporate finance, a discount rate is the rate of return used to discount future cash flows back to their present value. The model is P equal to the amount received by the customer, S equal to the amount paid back by the borrower. You must find the difference. P is the amount received by the customer today. Okay. S is the amount paid back by the borrowers after T years. D is the discount rate. The formula for connecting these four parameters is P equal to S into 1 minus dt. You can compare this with the simple interest formula. A equal to P into 1 plus RT. Here we have the minus. We have the minus because of the discount rate. Okay, because of the discount rate, we have the minus. So P means the amount received by the customer. S means the amount paid back by the borrower. T is the number of years. This example gives the idea about discounts. Mr. X borrows rupees 600 for 2 years at 6% simple discount. How much does he receive in the beginning? Okay. For the customer X, the demand is 600. The question is how much he received today. Okay. The formula is P equal to S into 1 minus dt. Here S equal to 600, R equal to 0.06, T equal to 2. So after calculations, P is equal to 528. So the customer whose demand is 600 is getting only 528. So Mr. X receives 528 and he pays 600 at the end of 2 years. Remark. So under the previous example, interest paid equal to 72. Actually, what is the interest rate he is giving? 72 is equal to PRT, simple interest rate. After calculations, R is equal to 6.878 percentage. Even though Mr. X borrows at 6% discount rate, he pays at 6.18 simple interest. Depreciation. When we purchase a car or machine or house, normally its value is reduced as time changes. Okay, such a such a term is called depreciation. In accounting terms, depreciation is defined as the reduction of the recorded cost of a fixed asset in a systematic manner until the value of the asset becomes zero or negligible. Okay. When we purchase a house or car today, its value after 5 years is less than the original value. Such a difference is called depreciation. Reducing balance depreciation is the reverse of the compound interest, with the larger amounts being subtracted from the original value each year. The formula for depreciation is
Dear professors, guest is having some network issues. Please wait for 2 minutes. He'll join once again. The resource person came back. Thank you
Okay,
for
sir.
waiting.
Okay, madam. I will try. Okay, are you able to see, madam?
Yes, sir. It's
Okay,
visible only.
okay. Um, which slide I go to start? This slide or previous slide?
This slide only, sir.
This slide only. Okay, okay. Uh, okay, sorry for the problem. I regret the inconvenience given in the internet connection. Okay. We purchase a machine for rupees 1 lakh. This machine depreciates at 10% per year. How much will the machine be worth in 10 years? Okay. Here, how much the machine will worth? The worth after 10 years. So T equal to 10 here. So A suffix T means A suffix 10 equal to 1 lakh into 1 minus 0.1 whole power 10. 10% means 0.1. So 0.9 is only 34,867 and 84 pice. Okay. So the machine, the original value of the machine is 1 lakh. After 10 years, its value is reduced to approximately 35,000. This is car depreciation problem. We purchase a new car for rupees 8 lakh. Okay. This type car depreciates at 12% per year. How much will the car be worth in 3 years? The formula is A3 is equal to A T equal to 3. So A3 equal to A naught. So 8 lakhs into 1 minus 0.12 whole cube. After simplification, it is only 54,000. Sorry, 5 lakhs 45,177 and 60 pice. Its value, current value is this after 3 years. This is car depreciation. So the seventh chapter is present value and annuities. This is a very important part of the finance, investment finance. Suppose we need the amount 80 after 2 years for some project. We have to invest an amount P today. Okay, that is, we want the amount after 2 years. To get that amount, today we have to invest some amount P. The formula connecting these two amounts is 80 is equal to P into 1 plus R over T under simple interest formula. Okay. From this we can calculate P. P is equal to AT by 1 plus R whole power T. If the future value is given, we can find the present value is P. Okay. Using this formula, P is equal to AT by 1 plus R whole power T is the present value of the future value 80. This above formula is used to calculate the annuity amount. What is annuity? In many cases, people may pay an equal amount of money regularly, like every month, every year. For example, payment of life insurance premium, house rent, housing loan, vehicle loan, etc. In all these cases, they pay a constant amount of money regularly. The time period between two consecutive payments may be 1 month, 1 quarter, or 1 year. Sometimes some people received a fixed amount of money regularly, like pension, rent of a house, etc. In all these cases, annuity comes into picture. When we pay or receive periodically over a specified time period, we create an annuity. This annuity can be defined as a sequence of periodic payments or receipts regularly over a fixed period of time. This is an illustration for explaining the annuity. Example 1, 7.1 gives the illustration. At the end of each month, underline the word at the end. At the end of each month, rupees 1000 is invested into annuity account paying 3.5% per year compounded monthly. What is the value of this account after the fifth payment? Okay, after the fifth payment, that means at the end of the fifth payment, that is the meaning. The first payment receive the interest for 4 months. Okay, that is payment is end of the first month, so the remaining is 4 months. The first payment receives the interest for 4 months. The second payment receives the interest for 3 months. The third payment receives the interest for 2 months. Fourth payment receives the interest for 1 month. The fifth payment receives no interest. Okay, interest for 0 months. That means no interest. Here, the interest rate, monthly interest rate is I is equal to 0.035 by 12, equal to 0.002916667. Okay, this is I. Now, A equal to 1000 into 1 plus I whole power 4. That is amount at the end of the 4 months for the first payment. 100 into 1 plus I whole cube. The amount at the end of the period for the second payment, plus 1 plus I, 100 into 1 plus I whole square. The amount at the end of the period for third payment. The next one for the fourth payment. The last one for the fifth payment. So adding this, we have 100 into 1 plus I whole power 4 plus 1 plus I whole cube plus 1 plus I whole square plus 1 plus I whole power 1 plus 1. After simplifications, we will get 502 by say 93. Okay, so this is the annuity amount. 50293 is the annuity amount. The periodic payment is 100. Okay, and this will give the idea about the types of annuity. There are two types of annuity: annuity regular, annuity due. Okay, in annuity regular, the first payment or receipt takes place at the end of first period. Okay, that is, if the payment is made at the end of the each compounding period, then the annuity is called annuity regular. In annuity due, the first payment or receipt takes place at the beginning of the first period. Okay, that is the difference